My child, what if I told you that your enemy is watching you right now, hoping you'll skip this video? Would you stay just to prove them wrong? They're terrified of what will happen to you after this message, because they know their power over you will be destroyed forever. Every witch, every jealous relative, every fake friend who cursed you is panicking right now watching you here. Don't give them the satisfaction of seeing you quit. Stay here for 1 hour and rise so high that they'll need binoculars to see you. My dear child, there is something I need you to understand today. Something so beautiful and powerful that it will change everything about how you see yourself and your life. You are not an accident. You are not a mistake. From the very beginning of time, before the stars were hung in the sky, before the oceans knew their boundaries, I thought of you. I dreamed of you. I chose you. And when the perfect moment arrived, I brought you into this world with so much love in my heart that all of heaven celebrated your arrival. Think about a master artist standing before a blank canvas. Every brushstroke matters. Every color is chosen with care. Every detail is intentional. That is how I created you, my precious child. Your smile, your laughter, the way your eyes light up when you are happy, the gentle rhythm of your heartbeat, the unique sound of your voice. Nothing about you is random. Everything about you is purposeful. I know exactly how many times your heart will beat today. I know the thoughts that fill your mind before you even think them. I know the dreams tucked away in the quiet corners of your soul, the ones you have never spoken out loud to anyone. When you look in the mirror, you might see flaws. You might see mistakes. You might see someone ordinary, someone forgettable, someone not quite good enough. But when I look at you, I see a masterpiece. I see someone worth dying for. I see someone so valuable that all the treasures of this world could not match your worth. You are mine, completely and forever mine, and nothing in this universe can change that truth. There are moments when you feel invisible, aren't there? Moments when you walk through crowds and wonder if anyone truly sees you. Moments when you cry alone in the darkness and wonder if anyone hears you. Let me tell you something that will comfort your weary heart. I see you. I have always seen you. When everyone else looks past you, I am looking right at you. When everyone else forgets your name, I am whispering it with tenderness. When everyone else walks away, I am drawing closer. You are never, ever alone, my beloved child. Not for one single second of your life. Imagine holding something precious in your hands, something so valuable that you would never let it go no matter what happened. That is how I hold you. My grip on you is eternal. It never loosens. It never weakens. The storms of life may rage around you. The winds may howl. The thunder may crash. But through it all, I am holding you safe and secure. You belong to me, and I will never let you fall. Now, I want to talk to you about something that might surprise you. You have been carrying heavy weights on your shoulders, weights that were never meant for you to carry. You have been trying so hard to prove your worth, to earn love, to be good enough, to measure up to impossible standards. And all this time, you have been exhausting yourself trying to achieve something you already have. You already have my love. It is not something you need to work for or deserve. It is yours, completely and freely, simply because you exist. Think about the sun rising every morning. Does it ask permission? Does it wonder if it is good enough to shine? No, it simply rises because that is its nature. That is its purpose. And in the same way, my love for you simply is. It does not depend on what you do or do not do. It does not increase when you are good or decrease when you stumble. It remains constant, steady, unchanging, like a mountain that cannot be moved. When you were a tiny baby taking your first breath, you did nothing to earn my love. Yet I loved you with a love beyond measure. And now, all these years later, that love has not changed. It has not diminished. If anything, it has only grown deeper, richer, more tender. Every day of your life, I have loved you. Every mistake you have made, I have loved you. Every triumph you have celebrated, I have loved you. Every tear you have cried, I have loved you. My love is the one constant thing in a world of constant change. But here is something I want you to really understand, something that will transform how you walk through each day. My love is not just a nice feeling or a comforting thought. My love is power. It is strength. It is a force that can change your life from the inside out. When you truly accept how deeply you are loved, when you let that truth sink into the deepest parts of your being, everything begins to shift. Fear loses its grip. Anxiety begins to fade. Confidence grows. Peace settles into your heart like a gentle rain soaking into thirsty ground. Think about a plant that has been kept in a dark closet, struggling to survive with barely any light. Then one day someone carries that plant outside into the brilliant sunshine. What happens? The plant begins to thrive. It grows stronger. Its leaves turn vibrant green. It blooms with beautiful flowers. That is what happens to your soul when you let my love shine fully into your life. You begin to flourish in ways you never thought possible. You discover strength you did not know you had. You find joy in places where there was once only sadness. You see beauty where you once saw only problems. My precious child, I need you to know something else. You are a warrior. Yes, you. Even when you feel weak, even when you feel afraid, even when you want to give up, there is warrior strength inside of you. I placed it there myself. It is part of your design, woven into the very fabric of who you are. You were not created to be a victim of life's circumstances. You were created to be a victor, an overcomer, someone who rises again and again no matter how many times you fall. Picture a soldier preparing for an important mission. That soldier does not go out defenseless and unprepared. No, that soldier puts on armor, takes up weapons, and moves forward with courage and determination. I have given you spiritual armor, my dear child. I have given you the helmet of hope to protect your mind from defeating thoughts. I have given you the shield of faith to block the fiery arrows of doubt and fear. I have given you the sword of truth to cut through lies and deception. You are not helpless. You are equipped. You are ready. You are strong because I am your strength. Every single day you face battles. Some are big and obvious. Others are small and subtle. There are battles in your mind where negative thoughts try to take root and grow like weeds in a garden. There are battles in your relationships where misunderstandings and hurt feelings create distance between you and people you love. There are battles in your circumstances where problems seem bigger than solutions and mountains seem impossible to climb. But here is the truth I want you to grab hold of today. With me by your side, you can win every battle. Not some of them, not most of them, every single one of them. You see, the battles you face are actually opportunities in disguise. They are opportunities to see my faithfulness, opportunities to grow stronger, opportunities to discover courage you did not know you possessed. When you look back on your life someday, you will not remember the easy days as the most important ones. You will remember the difficult days when you wanted to quit but kept going. You will remember the moments when you felt weak but discovered my strength holding you up. You will remember the times when you thought you could not take one more step, but somehow found the courage to keep walking. Let me tell you about faith, my beloved child. Faith is not just believing that I exist. Faith is trusting me even when nothing makes sense. Faith is taking the next step even when you cannot see the entire staircase. Faith is knowing that I am good even when life feels hard. Faith is holding on to hope even when circumstances scream at you to give up. And here is the beautiful secret about faith. It grows. Every time you choose to trust me in a small thing, your faith gets a little stronger. Every time you see me come through for you, your confidence in me deepens. Every time you take a step of faith and discover that I was there all along, your relationship with me becomes richer and more real. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. At first, you need training wheels. You wobble and feel uncertain, but slowly, gradually, you gain confidence. The training wheels come off. You learn to balance, and eventually riding becomes second nature. That is how faith works. You start small. You take baby steps, and before you know it, you are doing things that once seemed impossible. You are facing fears that once paralyzed you. You are overcoming obstacles that once defeated you. Not because you became stronger on your own, but because your faith in me grew stronger, and you learned to draw on my unlimited strength. Now, I want to talk to you about breathing. You do it all day long without even thinking about it. But each breath you take is a gift from me. It is a reminder that I am the giver of life, the sustainer of all things. And here is something beautiful. Each breath can be a prayer. Each breath can be a moment of connection with me. When you breathe in, you can receive my peace, my strength, my love. When you breathe out, you can release your worries, your fears, your burdens. Breathing becomes a rhythm of grace, a constant conversation between us. With every breath you take today, you are moving closer to the amazing future I have planned for you. That future is filled with blessings beyond anything you can imagine right now. It is filled with answered prayers, with dreams fulfilled, with joy that overflows, with peace that surpasses understanding. But here is the thing about that future. It is not something that just happens to you while you wait passively. It is something you prepare for. It is something you step into with faith and courage. Think about a farmer planting seeds. That farmer does not just scatter seeds randomly and hope for the best. No, the farmer prepares the soil. The farmer waters the ground. The farmer removes weeds. The farmer tends the garden day after day, knowing that harvest time is coming. You are like that farmer, my child. The choices you make today are seeds you are planting for tomorrow. The faith you exercise today is preparing the soil of your future. The time you spend with me today is watering the garden of your destiny. I have plans for you, wonderful plans. Plans to give you hope and a future filled with purpose. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to bring you to a place of fulfillment and joy that you have only dreamed about. But these plans require your cooperation. They require you to trust me even when the path seems unclear. They require you to keep going even when the journey feels long. They require you to stay close to me, listening for my voice, following my guidance, believing in my goodness. Let me tell you a secret about miracles, my precious child. Miracles are happening all around you, every single day. Most people miss them because they are looking for the dramatic, the spectacular, the obviously supernatural. But miracles come in all sizes. The sun rising each morning is a miracle. Your heart beating without you telling it to is a miracle. A flower pushing through concrete is a miracle. A kind word at exactly the right moment is a miracle. An unexpected provision when you needed it most is a miracle. A sudden peace in the middle of chaos is a miracle. I want you to start living with expectation. Wake up each morning believing that something wonderful is going to happen today. Look for my fingerprints in the ordinary moments of your life. Expect to see my goodness breaking through in surprising ways. This kind of expectation is not foolish optimism. It is faith in action. It is trusting that I am always working behind the scenes, orchestrating events, arranging circumstances, preparing blessings that you cannot yet see. Imagine walking through a beautiful garden in the early morning. The dew is still fresh on the grass. The birds are singing their morning songs. The flowers are opening their petals to greet the sun. The air is filled with the sweet fragrance of blooming roses. Everything around you speaks of beauty, of life, of fresh beginnings. That is what your life can be like when you walk with me in faith. You begin to notice the beauty that was always there, but that you were too worried or distracted to see. You begin to hear my voice speaking to you through creation, through circumstances, through the quiet whispers in your heart. But I also need to talk to you about transformation. You are not meant to stay the same, my beloved child. You are meant to grow, to change, to become more and more like me. Think about a caterpillar. It spends the first part of its life crawling on the ground, limited, earthbound, seemingly ordinary. But inside that caterpillar is the potential for something extraordinary. When the time is right, the caterpillar forms a chrysalis and enters a period of complete transformation. It is not a quick process. It is not an easy process. But when that butterfly finally emerges, it is a completely new creation. It can fly. It can soar. It can experience life in ways that the caterpillar never could. That is the transformation I want to work in your life. I want to take the earthbound parts of you, the parts that feel stuck and limited, and transform them into something beautiful and free. I want to take your fears and transform them into courage. I want to take your weaknesses and transform them into strengths. I want to take your pain and transform it into purpose. I want to take your past mistakes and transform them into powerful testimonies that will help others find hope. This transformation is not something you can do on your own. It is my work in you. But you have a part to play. You need to surrender. You need to let go of control. You need to trust me enough to allow me to change you, even when that change feels uncomfortable. Just like the caterpillar must let go of its old form to become a butterfly, you must let go of old patterns, old ways of thinking, old habits that no longer serve you. It is not always easy, but I promise you, it is always worth it. Before we continue, my dear child, I want to ask something of you. If this message is touching your heart, if you are finding hope and strength in these words, would you take a moment right now to subscribe to this channel? When you subscribe, you are joining a family of believers who are encouraging each other, supporting each other, and growing together in faith. You will receive regular reminders of my love for you. You will be encouraged when you feel discouraged. You will be strengthened when you feel weak. And your subscription helps this message reach others who desperately need to hear it, others who are searching for hope, others who need to know how deeply they are loved. So please, hit that subscribe button right now and let us walk this journey of faith together. Now, let me talk to you about gratitude. This might seem like a simple thing, but gratitude is actually one of the most powerful forces in your spiritual life. When you practice gratitude, everything changes. Your perspective shifts, your joy increases, your peace deepens, your faith grows stronger. Gratitude is like sunlight for your soul. It causes everything good in you to bloom and flourish. Think about your heart as a garden. In every garden, there are flowers and there are weeds. The flowers are things like joy, peace, love, hope, and gratitude. The weeds are things like bitterness, resentment, anger, fear, and complaining. Here is the interesting thing. Whatever you water will grow. If you spend your time focusing on everything that is wrong, watering the weeds with constant complaining and negative thinking, those weeds will take over your garden. But if you deliberately choose to water the flowers by practicing gratitude, by noticing blessings, by giving thanks even for small things. Those beautiful flowers will flourish and crowd out the weeds. Every single day, there are things to be grateful for. Can you breathe? That is a blessing. Do you have food to eat today? That is a blessing. Do you have a place to sleep tonight? That is a blessing. Is there someone in your life who cares about you? That is a blessing. Can you see the sky, hear the birds, feel the warmth of the sun? All blessings. When you start to count your blessings, when you make gratitude a daily habit, you will be amazed at how much you have to be thankful for. But here is something deeper about gratitude. It is not just for the good times. In fact, gratitude becomes most powerful when you practice it during difficult times. When you can look at a challenge and say, "I do not understand why this is happening, but I trust that you are working even in this, and I thank you for your faithfulness." Something miraculous happens. Your faith goes deeper. Your trust becomes stronger. Your peace increases even in the middle of the storm. I remember the story of 10 people who were healed of a terrible disease. All 10 were happy about their healing. All 10 celebrated. But only one came back to say thank you. That one person received something more than physical healing. That person received a deeper blessing, a spiritual blessing, a closeness with me that the others missed. Do not be like the 9 who forgot to give thanks. Be like the one who remembered. Be like the one who cultivated a grateful heart. Now, my beloved child, I want to talk to you about guidance. You are not wandering through life without direction. You are not stumbling around in the dark trying to find your way. I am with you every single moment, guiding you, leading you, showing you the way forward. My guidance is like a lamp in the darkness. It might not show you the entire journey ahead, but it will always give you enough light for the next step. And that is all you need. Just enough light for the next step. Sometimes you wish you could see the whole picture. You wish you could know how everything is going to turn out. You wish you had a detailed map showing every twist and turn of the road ahead. But if I showed you everything at once, you would be overwhelmed. You would see the challenges and become afraid. You would see the waiting and become impatient. You would see the difficulties and want to give up before you even started. So instead, I give you just enough light for today, just enough guidance for this moment, just enough strength for this step. Think about the ancient travelers who followed a pillar of cloud during the day and a pillar of fire at night. They did not know the whole route. They did not have a GPS showing them every mile of the journey. They simply followed my presence, trusting that I would lead them to the promised land. And I did. Through deserts and difficulties, through obstacles and opposition, I led them safely to their destination. I am leading you in the same way. You might not see the entire path, but you can see me, and that is enough. My guidance comes to you in many ways. Sometimes it comes through my word, through scriptures that seem to jump off the page and speak directly to your situation. Sometimes it comes through wise counsel from people who love you and want the best for you. Sometimes it comes through circumstances, through doors that open or close at just the right time. Sometimes it comes through that quiet, gentle voice in your spirit, that inner knowing that says, "This is the way." Walk in it. Learn to recognize my voice. Learn to trust my leading. Learn to follow, even when you do not fully understand. There are times when my guidance asks you to do things that do not make sense to your natural mind. Times when I ask you to wait when you want to rush forward. Times when I ask you to move when you want to stay comfortable where you are. Times when I ask you to give when logic says to hold tight. Times when I ask you to forgive when everything in you wants to hold on to hurt. These are the moments when trust becomes most important. These are the moments when faith becomes real. These are the moments when you have to decide whether you truly believe that I know what is best for you. And here is what I promise you, my dear child. If you trust my guidance, if you follow my leading even when it does not make sense, you will never regret it. You will look back and see how perfectly I was orchestrating everything. You will see how the delays were actually protection. You will see how the closed doors saved you from wrong paths. You will see how the difficulties were actually preparing you for blessings you could not yet handle. You will see my wisdom in every twist and turn of your journey. Let me talk to you now about abundance and provision. I am not a God of scarcity. I am not a God who barely gives you enough to survive. I am a God of abundance, of overflowing blessings, of more than enough. Look at creation. Look at how many stars fill the sky. Look at how many grains of sand cover the beaches. Look at how many leaves grow on trees. I do not do anything halfway. I am generous. I am lavish. I am abundant in all things. And I want to bless you abundantly, not just spiritually. Those spiritual blessings are the most important, but also practically in the everyday needs of your life. I care about your finances. I care about your health. I care about your relationships. I care about your home, your work, your dreams, your struggles. There is nothing in your life that is too small or too insignificant for me to care about. This month and in the months ahead, I am opening doors of opportunity for you. I am preparing blessings that you have not even asked for yet. I am arranging circumstances in your favor. I am moving hearts on your behalf. I am working behind the scenes in ways you cannot see. Trust me, believe me. Expect to see my goodness break through in tangible, practical ways. Expect provision. Expect opportunities. Expect breakthroughs. Expect miracles. But here is something important to understand about my blessings. They are not just for you to hoard and keep to yourself. They are meant to flow through you to bless others. Think of yourself as a channel, not a reservoir. A reservoir holds water and keeps it contained. A channel allows water to flow through it, bringing life and refreshment to everything downstream. When I bless you, I am blessing you so that you can be a blessing to others. When I prosper you, I am prospering you so that you can be generous and help those in need. When I strengthen you, I am strengthening you so that you can lift up others who are weak. True prosperity is not measured by how much you accumulate. True prosperity is measured by how much you can give, how many people you can help, how much difference you can make in the world around you. When you live with an open hand, giving freely as you have received, you create space for more blessings to flow into your life. But when you live with a clenched fist, trying to hold tight to everything, you actually block the flow of blessing. So be generous, my child. Be kind. Be giving. Share what you have with others, and watch what happens. Watch how I multiply your resources. Watch how I open doors you could never open on your own. Watch how I provide for you in ways that leave you amazed and grateful. You cannot outgive me. Every time you give sacrificially, every time you help someone in need, every time you share your resources with a generous heart, I see it, I honor it, and I bless it. Now, I need to talk to you about your enemies. Not physical enemies necessarily, though those may exist. But I am talking about the spiritual forces that oppose you, the negative influences that try to drag you down, the voices that tell you to give up. These enemies are real, but let me tell you something that will give you courage. These enemies are already defeated. They might still cause trouble. They might still create obstacles, but their ultimate defeat is certain. They have no power over you except the power you give them through fear and unbelief. When you stand in my strength, when you put on the armor I have given you, When you speak my truth over your life, those enemies must flee. They cannot stand against my power working through you. You are protected. You are defended. You are safe in my care. No weapon formed against you will prosper. Every tongue that rises against you in judgment will be condemned. This is your heritage as my child. This is the promise I make to you. There will be people who do not understand you. There will be people who criticize you, who doubt you, who try to discourage you. Do not let their words have power over your heart. Do not let their opinions define your worth or determine your direction. You answer to me alone. You walk according to my guidance, not according to popular opinion. Stay focused on me. Stay committed to the path I have shown you, and watch how I silence your critics, how I vindicate you, how I prove your faithfulness. Sometimes the greatest battles you face are not with other people but with yourself. The battle in your mind. The battle with old habits and patterns. The battle with temptation and weakness. These internal battles are often the hardest ones, but I have given you power over them. You are not a slave to your past. You are not controlled by your appetites. You are not defined by your failures. You are a new creation. Old things have passed away. All things have become new. Every day is a fresh start. Every morning is a new beginning. Yesterday's failures do not have to define today's choices. When you stumble, get back up. When you fall, reach for my hand and let me lift you up. Do not waste time wallowing in guilt and shame. Those things are not from me. I offer you forgiveness, restoration, and the strength to start again. Take it, receive it, believe it. Let me speak to you about your family now, because I know they are on your heart. Your loved ones matter deeply to me. I care about their well-being, their salvation, their growth, their happiness. I have plans for them just as I have plans for you. But sometimes, watching people we love make choices that hurt them is one of the hardest things in life. You want to protect them. You want to fix everything for them. You want to force them to make better decisions. Here is what I need you to understand. Every person has free will. Every person must make their own choices. You cannot force change in anyone, but you can pray, and your prayers are powerful. Your prayers create spiritual atmosphere. Your prayers invite my intervention. Your prayers build hedges of protection around the ones you love. So keep praying. Do not give up. Do not lose heart. I am working in their lives, even when you cannot see it. Sometimes the best thing you can do for your family is to be a living example of my love and faithfulness. Let them see peace in your life when circumstances would normally bring chaos. Let them see joy in your spirit when others would be discouraged. Let them see strength in your faith when difficulties arise. Your life can preach a more powerful sermon than your words ever could. Make peace with those around you. Let go of old grudges and resentments. Forgive those who have hurt you, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve the freedom that forgiveness brings. Holding on to bitterness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It only hurts you. Release it. Let it go. Choose peace. Choose love. Choose reconciliation when possible. And when reconciliation is not possible, still choose peace in your own heart. Your health matters to me, my precious child. Your body is a temple, a dwelling place for my spirit. Take care of it. Rest when you need rest. Eat nourishing food. Move your body. Get fresh air and sunshine. Do not run yourself into the ground trying to do everything for everyone. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You must take time to refill, to recharge, to renew your strength. This is not selfish. This is wisdom. When you are healthy and strong, you have more to give to others. I want to heal you, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally as well. Some of you are carrying wounds from the past. Some of you are dealing with anxiety and depression. Some of you are struggling with addictions or harmful patterns. I see all of it, and I want to bring healing to every area of your life. But healing is often a process, not an instant miracle. It requires your participation. It requires you to seek help when needed, to do the hard work of recovery, to make difficult changes, to be patient with yourself. Speak to yourself with kindness. Stop the harsh self-criticism. Stop the negative self-talk. You would never speak to someone you love the way you sometimes speak to yourself. So be gentle with yourself. Be patient with your progress. Celebrate small victories. And remember that I am not disappointed in you. I am not angry with you. I am for you. I am cheering you on. I believe in you even when you do not believe in yourself. Now, I want to address something that many of you struggle with. Comparison. You look at other people, and their lives seem perfect while yours feels messy. They seem to have it all together, while you feel like you are barely holding on. Their blessings seem bigger. Their success seems greater. Their path seems easier. And in those comparisons, you lose sight of your own unique journey, your own special blessings, your own important purpose. Stop comparing. Their journey is not your journey. Their timeline is not your timeline. Their blessings are not your blessings. I have a custom-designed plan for your life, perfectly suited to who you are and what I have called you to do. What I am doing in someone else's life has nothing to do with what I am doing in your life. Focus on your own race, run your own lap, stay in your own lane, and celebrate the victories of others without feeling diminished by them. Your time is coming, your breakthrough is coming, your harvest is coming. The seeds you have been planting in faith are going to produce a crop. The prayers you have been praying are being answered. The waiting you have been enduring is about to end. But the timing is in my hands, and my timing is perfect. What comes too early can harm you, because you are not yet ready for it. What comes at the right time will bless you, because I have prepared both you and the blessing. So trust my timing, trust my process, trust my wisdom. Even when you do not understand, even when you are tired of waiting, even when it seems like everyone else is moving forward while you are standing still, I am working in you during this season. I am developing character in you. I am deepening your faith. I am preparing you for what is ahead. Nothing is wasted. Everything has purpose. Every season of your life matters. My beloved child, as we come to the end of this time together, I want to leave you with this powerful truth. You are not who you were yesterday. You are becoming who I created you to be. Every day, as you walk with me, as you trust me, as you allow my love to transform you, you are changing, you are growing, you are becoming stronger, wiser, braver, more loving, more like me. Do not despise small beginnings. Do not get discouraged by slow progress. Keep going, keep believing, keep trusting. The best is yet to come. The greatest chapters of your life are still being written. The most amazing blessings are still being prepared. The deepest joy is still ahead. The richest fulfillment is waiting for you. Do not give up now. Do not quit when you are so close to breakthrough. The darkest hour is just before dawn. Hold on. Keep your faith strong. Keep your hope alive. Keep your heart open to me. I am so proud of you. I am so pleased with you. You are not perfect, and that is okay. You are not finished, and that is okay too. You are in process, and I am the one doing the work in you. Trust the process. Trust the timing. Trust me, I have never failed you, and I never will. My love for you is eternal. My commitment to you is unshakable. My plans for you are good, and together, you and I are going to walk through every challenge, overcome every obstacle, and see every promise fulfilled. You are mine, I am yours, and nothing, absolutely nothing can separate us. Walk forward in confidence, my precious child. Your loving Father is with you always, holding your hand, guiding your steps, and surrounding you with unfailing love. Amen.